All right, welcome to another attempt of trying to get a Hobbit Collector Booster Box. You need to get 7 wins before 2 losses. Let's hope to get a good pool here. And we have... Okay, we have Feely and Queen of Dale. That's pretty good. The rest will depend on the colors. Down the Valley, I think, is usable, but we're not sure what colors we're playing. Okay, that's a really good start. Seeing 2... Celebrate the Mountain Kings. We also have 2 Cruel Bentblades, 3 Long-Leg Fusionses, 2 Masters Counselors, 2 Bilbos. Okay, this might be a bit of thinking, especially because Feely does need dwarves to power him up, and we are a little lacking that in white. So, yeah, green doesn't. 1 rabbit only. We have large bear, we have Bifer. Okay. I'm gonna have to see what we can build here, and hopefully we can make good use of our bombs. Okay, so this pool is like so close to being just like super good. We're sadly, so we have Feely, but we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 dwarves, which is so sad. There's literally no other white dwarves, and I think the only red dwarf is Oin, and we don't have any of the multicolor ones, unfortunately, so that's very sad. I mean, I think it's still worth playing, and I am running like a spatula to hit Storied a little bit more easily. But yeah, and we also don't have 2 drops. We have these 4 plus Great Ugly, which again is another reason I'm kind of running the spatula, just to have something early. Yeah, there's a good amount of removal, there's a good amount of stuff. Might win, might not. The debate I'm having is 1 Stir Up Trouble for 16 lands is potentially a choice, or this Gathering Darkness for the Stir Up Trouble. Not sure, but we're going to try it as is. Let's see how it goes. Okay. I think we'll keep this. And the real question, of course, is am I playing Bofer on 1? And with this hand, I think I will, just because I want something on the board. A Noisemaker, very bad. That's really bad. I am praying that... really? Okay, this run might be over before it even starts. Bye-bye, Crude Bentblade. Yeah, that's... Noisemaker, down. I'm not... Unless they're willing to discard Duskwatch Hunter to... I mean, I'll probably just play Bentblade anyway. Okay. Guess they know that I don't have anything. Yeah, okay. Yeah, let's just sacrifice it. It's not great, of course, but better than nothing, and I don't think I'll block, so let's gain the life. Great Fierce Bee. I'm just kind of trying to figure out how do I... Would they trade their board for my Bofer? And would that be a trade I'm happy with? I think so. Okay, they'll just, sorry, I didn't have to trade their whole board, but I think I'll take this trade. They'll scry. Do I kill Noisemaker this turn? There are 3. Yeah, I think Noisemaker's how I lose, so let's just kill it. And then we have Garrison to at least be a beefy blocker. And then now the board state's pretty neutral. Okay. We're definitely wheeling this. Plains, no reason to make that 1/1 right now. Okay. We are doing pretty well. Let's go ahead. I'm just debating, would I? No, I think this is a better line of play. And then we can go ahead and attack. And then maybe we'll play the butterflies. Plate mail. That's through my golem. Not that I... Okay, this kind of sucks. I mean, I guess we can just tap it again. Go make the garrison a bit bigger. Okay, so at least we're doing damage. Okay. Oh, good that we beat that start. I was scared, but we won, so let's hope to keep it up. Okay. Oh, I think I keep it. At least there's a turn 2 play. We will not hit the enduring story on 4, but at least Feely represents a pretty hefty threat. Okay, things may change. So the problem with playing Ori now is I miss the enter trigger, but at the same time, like, there's enough for Bent Blade. Okay, so we'll just get rid of the goblin. Yeah, I think just... Okay, we're just kind of hoping to draw the story. And, we get it, that's great. If not, at least we're attacking for 7. Okay, they're gonna go for the Bent Blade return shenanigans. I wonder if they would trade. I could attack for 7 this turn. I'm really unfortunate that I don't have the last little bit of... I'm gonna attack and see if they trade. Okay. That's good. At least it allows me to use mana well, and it will allow me to get another dwarf when I replay it. Assuming they go Notary Hobbit. Okay. Hold up. Wait, I have the gnashing. Yeah, let's just get rid of that cleanly. And then just attack. Okay, so if they bent, so they're gonna make 1 bear. And they're dead. Yep, okay, nice. Yeah, shame we couldn't get Feely Enduring Story, but he was strong enough and he was threatening another dwarf, and glad we could beat them before dancing became a real problem. Alright, let's keep going. We are first, so I think this is perfectly keepable. I mean, it is a 1, 2, 3, so it's hard to beat that. Just a question of what is our 2 in this case. I think the ugly? Oh, nasty little rabbit. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll go with the ugly because it's like lower value. in that sense. Okay, so we're praying they don't have a 2 draw. Okay, I can live with that. Rabbit is scary. So, yeah, let's just kill Rabbit. This Rabbit is a scary card. And then let's start attacking. Ideally, we get a land here. And then we can, if we get land here, then we can go for either of my removal plus an equip. Otherwise, we just provisioner and equip the spatula onto the 2/2 probably. Yeah, I guess we'll see what we are playing against in a bit. Master of Lake Town. Ooh, and I really need that land. How do I want to kill you? Do I just bent blade it? At least Nashing gets his Bjorn. Yeah, let's bent blade it before it can do. Maybe I should have presented the trade first. I assumed they wouldn't have taken it. Okay, we just really need that land for the backbreaking Feely. Please give it to me. Just let me... Okay, they're gonna go with the Bjorn. Okay, yeah, let's just run out the Feely here. And then we can pass. And then ideally, if we get a land, we can go with the Gnashing Dwarven Provisioner line. We'll take this. Okay, our own bear. What can we do? I think we'll play the Dwarven Provisioner, which will make even more dudes. And then we can send... I think we can send one of the dwarves in to attack for 5. Okay, they'll opt to trade. I can live with that. Stony Voice. Okay, I guess we'll discard Large Bear. Oh. Why do people play Large Bear on curve? This sucks, unfortunately. So we can attack with a buffed up like dwarf, and then yeah, why don't we attack with this, and then if they block, we'll just go for the Gnashing and take out 2 of their creatures. Okay. We have no cards, but we obviously have the much better board. Thor's map just finds a land. So next turn we can attack out. Giant's Boulder. How much mana do they have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they can blow up Feely next turn. However, presumably it will cost them their whole board, which means that draw and discard. Are they going to discard the land? Okay, we are just drawing lands. Okay, so let's like, what are we doing? We'll play the planes. We'll put the bent blade on the biggest creature we have, and then we'll attack with everyone, and then we can threaten the pump. If he does not block, I will simply equip. Or wait, which damage is this? This is 11 damage. Just pumping puts it to 14. Yeah, I'll pump. Mostly because if he takes out Feely, the 5/4 will have Menace next turn. So they need to play, if it's a Chief Warg's Company. Okay. This is on upkeep. I think that's a GG. That's one Menace creature and two normal creatures. One black can't do anything. Yeah, actually, I think even without the Menace creature, they were dead. So, yeah. Well, that's a good 3-0. Let's keep it up. Okay. I'm going to keep this. This might be a mistake, but at least we have a 2. And so long we get... I think this is the better play for me, because we really want... We've missed. Okay, let's go ahead and play this Petula. And then we pass here, because we are sacrificing that pony so that we can turn for Feely. Yeah. Markwood, 3 mana. Mattercop. You're gonna attack? I'm not gonna kill trade. So we'll block. And we will sacrifice. I think I care more, so let's do 1 white, 1 black. Put a card onto the battlefield. So white will go onto the battlefield and black to hand. Okay. Do I just run it out? Green, black. Sure. Now the real question is, who does the pan go on? The token or Feely? I think it should go on the token. I'm not going to block with Feely. I'm just trying to think. Yeah, okay. Let's put it on the token, because Feely might just die here. I really want to turn him. There's the buff. I will trade my token for Addercop, I think. Okay, because I think next turn might be Garrison. I'm just trying to figure out how to celebrate, if there would be a target for celebrate. Currently, I don't think there is. So, yeah. Attack. We'll trade. Woodland Wave. Wave Master. I think he's threatening the +2/+2 lifelink spell, which obviously would kill that, or it's war tactics. I think if it's the +2/+2 lifelink, like, I guess I'm happy. You know what? Yeah, I think I'll force it out for the goblin. Or for the dwarf. if they have it. Because that means they use the removal on, yeah, okay. Okay. So now, what can we get to? I'm just trying to figure out, like, can we get... Seems like the answer is no. I don't think we can get the Enduring Story this turn. So let's go ahead and play this. We can play Duskwatch Hunter on Feely. And then we can make a 2/2 because I think that will probably block Attercop, and then we can the counter, and then we can attack with Feely. Start chipping away at their health. So maybe I put too many. Okay, the Wood Elves comes down. Attercop gets bigger. They have land for turn. I'll have to trade Duskwatch Hunter for Attercop, which I'm okay with. Okay, I might have to just take this 5 damage or whatever's coming my way. Yeah, I'm not risking that. That's 5. Unfortunately, but it's okay. They have 3 mana. Rampager, which is frankly a really good target for Celebrate. Because it's an exile, gnashing, good hit. So I think I'll discard the land. And then I think I'll try to get in for 6. Or just trying to figure out, would I rather... The main thing I'm worried about is Attercop. Oh, we can move the spatula around a little bit. Okay, we also have the gnashing to like -1/-1 things. I'm gonna go ahead and move it to the Duskwatch Hunter. And we can pass there. So we do have the gnashing for 1. Great Fear Speed. Really non-threatening board on their side. Attercop bump. I'm not gonna block because I am Warg. Okay. Warg is annoying. How much damage am I looking at here? This is 7/9 damage I can get in. Yeah, let's go for it. Yeah. And we can attack with these 2. If we want. Yeah, I think we'll attack with these 2. See what they decide to do. I'm willing to trade either for their stuff. Okay. Then I think we'll move the pan back. I don't remember if they topped or bottom. Okay, they're gonna keep on top. We'll move the pan back to Feely, and then we can pass. We will be tapping down their stuff. Okay. That sucks. Doesn't matter. They're out of plays. Old brush. I think I'm going to swing out with these, and then I think we're going to play Esgaroth, discard both Thrush, then we can go ahead and put the pan on. Oh, I did my math wrong because of the recruit. Esgaroth is bigger. So we're definitely willing to trade Esgaroth for the Ravening Warg. Okay, good I did. I'm gonna attack with the 3/3 in the air. Okay, so next turn, no attacks. Alright, so let's go regrab Feely. Let's play this Plains. And then we can attack for 10. Yeah, I think we attack for 10. We see what they do. Crucially, Great Ugly can give Menace. Okay, so he'll trade with that. That's the one I'm most worried about. Okay, full trade. Obviously, I'm happy with that. Yep. Try one. We'll go ahead and play these butterflies. Okay. 7 mana. Warg. Okay, Wargs. If we just play Feely, or do we want this? Do we want it on the 1/1 to trade? I think we just. Okay. And then we can move it to the flyer. And we can pass turn there. Okay, nice. Alright, this deck's working. Yeah, let's just see if we can keep it going. Okay, yeah, let's be... Oh, they mulliganed. Okay, so we will mulligan. Queen of Dale. Stir up trouble. What a great hand. I can't keep. Let's get rid of Stir up trouble. Yeah. Unfortunately. Okay, nice. At least we will not have mana troubles this game. I guess there was merit to keeping the Stir up trouble. Okay, so we're no longer... We can no longer play Queen of Dale. We cannot afford to get that. Well, I'm happy to trade here. Columns abandoned. Okay. They are missing the land drop. So how do I punish that? I'm not I think I would rather... Yeah, let's put the Duskwatch Hunter down. I'm not 100% sure if that's better than Queen of Dale. But given they are mana screwed, I just feel like they're more likely to have creatures. Oh, they found one. Duskwatch Hunter for themselves. Counter on Golem. Okay, let's play this. Plains. I wonder who they would sacrifice. And am I willing to trade my Duskwatch Hunter for theirs? Let's see, because I could play Queen of Dale and equip 2 Queen of Dale. Yeah, I feel like now maybe they'll play a non-creature spell. So why don't we... Alright, the real question is, am I willing to trade these? You know, I think I'd rather Cruel Bent Blade here. And see if they're willing to get rid of this. Okay, yeah, so I think that way we got rid of a counter. And we won't attack here. Because we can go above them with the Cruel Bent Blade. Why? I'm not blocking. There's some Goblin Pair. Okay. We go... Am I willing to trade? I think so. I mean, we need to get there at some point. Oh, he unwilling. So let's run these 2 out. Okay. Oh, okay, they found another land. I'm out of cards now. Granted, if I find a land, I do have Great Ugly Looking Goblin on deck. I don't necessarily know if my board is better. I don't see a reason to block that. I think they have trouble. Oh, they're gonna sacrifice. Okay, that was their plan. Okay. We're down to 10. Yeah, I think I'm willing to trade my Ori for their 4/4. And the 5/3 attacks with Menace now. Okay, nice. Yeah, good amount of pressure to get there. Was potentially a little scary as I ran out of cards, but they couldn't quite convert, so let's keep going. Okay. I'm going first. And I might brick. There's like nothing going for this hand. So I think I will be strong and mulligan. And I will keep this. And we will be putting a plains on top. And we will no longer be putting a plains on top. Which would I rather do here? Thrush or Provisioner? Thrush would probably carry the Bent Blade a bit better. So we will decline here, yeah. So the logic is, because he will carry the blade. Wall. Okay. 100% needs to go. There's another plains. Goodbye. Go away. And then we'll attack with the Thrush. Okay, so next turn is equip and attack. And Desolation Prowler. Okay, that stinks. Okay, and we need a... I need to stop drawing lands too. Oh, one black. I guess they're playing on full control. Okay, so we're just gonna keep this up because we have nothing better to do. Forest. Will he use a removal spell on it? Obviously we're not blocking here. The Great Goblin. Oh, come on. So I think we attack with the Thrush and just pump it. And at least next turn we can get a pump and an equip on Provisioner potentially. We really need something here. Anything would suffice. We're just praying they have nothing that works too. But yeah, any equipment, another crude bent blade would be great. Or they could just be bricking, that works for me too. I'm once again not blocking, I have a lot of life. And I don't think they're gonna pass. Large bear. Healy. Okay. I don't have an attack. But of course I can play Healy. Which I do not have the Enduring Story for. Do I move this crude bent blade? That's the big question here. Because that way a pump can get it to kill the large bear. So I think I will move it. And then we'll pass. Well, obviously we pass. And then of course the question is, will I be attacking with said... we are 2 mana away from a double pump. So that's what we're hoping to hit. Unfortunate Sentries. Okay, at least nothing dies to a stray -1/-1. Okay. This is obviously a complicated board, and we're hoping to hell that we draw anything that can give me the Enduring Story. Okay. Okay, at least this gives us the double pump next turn. I think I can sacrifice the dwarf at least. So let's see what they trade for it. Yeah, so I think I can at least do this. Just front porch, please. Okay. Alright. So that at least gets rid of one thing. Hopefully that was a punt on their end. And then we can move... Oh, okay. They do get the... Oh, I cannot move the crude bent blade. Okay, I've made this mistake before. Cannot move that blade. Dwarf will die if I do. Ah, he found removal? Are you kidding me? Misty Mountain Trader doesn't go necessarily for the removal. Makes the dude. Yeah. Okay, this might be too tough. I can't block it. They're gonna kill Feely. Okay, he's pumping now. And then now they kill Feely. This is army, so unfortunately they'll get another card to look at. So that's very annoying. End of your next turn, yeah. So obviously they're just trying to figure out who to kill. And what does that mean my lines are? It's basically just okay, they just got a swamp this time. Just watch Hunter. Okay, so I think my only line is kind of like making the Thrush as big as possible. Are we basically banking on a mistake from them? Okay, so we could attack with the crude bent blade, which I think would maybe trade with the large bear, which I think I would be willing to take, right? So yeah, let's attack with him. Because of course I'd be willing to trade with Misty Mountain Raiders. The bear, okay, so we're gonna trade with the bear. And I think we will hold that. I'm holding a land in my hand. Okay. I think we'll let this one through. And they will need to make a decision. I don't think they will pump that Gathering of Darkness. I feel like I got Feely back. Yeah, I think I have to. So go ahead and deal 2 in the air. And it really sucks. I still don't have the enduring story, even with all this stuff. Okay. So now we have a big board. And they're going to sacrifice, presumably, the goblin token here. Okay, that's great. I have nothing in my hand, so I have nothing to discard. Okay, so this turn is for all the marbles. We have 2 pumps on deck. And it could be a matter of just gambling with Feely, right? Okay, so we have Bifer, Golem, Crude Bent Blade, Ori, Queen of Dale, Spatula, Wofer. So we have 7 out of 26. So it's only a 1 in 4 chance I will get the buff. They're gonna amass. They're gonna deal 2. What? I die on an amass, right? So I could double block with the 3/3 and a 2/2, and then just lose the 2/2. Okay, that puts back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blockers with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 attackers. So I would be on the losing side of that. So if they pay life, I go down to 2. And then if they're able to amass, I lose. So I think that loss is too much of a risk. So let's go ahead and try to mitigate this. And he can only kill the 2/2 if he pumps. So I guess he'll just take out 2/2. And of course we do have the 2-turn kill with the crude bent blade. So I think let's check what's going on with that first. Okay, he gave me an out. I will take it. Oh god. If they swing out, do I lose? The answer is maybe. Yeah, so I can't kill him this turn, and I think their blocks are too favorable, right? Because if I swing out now, they can eat, trade, and let this chump. Yeah, then I die. So let's just attack with Old Thrush. But the big question will come after, which will be, do I stir up trouble the Misty Mountain Raider with the crude bent blade? Okay, just a land. This game is terrifying. So Old Thrush. So I think Misty Mountain Raiders has to go because I lose to it. The real question is, what am I willing to... I think I have to use up the bent blade, right? Otherwise, if I use up any of my blockers, I could just lose. So at least we have the Provisioner to save me. Yeah, because I don't want to sacrifice the Duskwatch Hunter, let's say, right? Because he can draw so many cards. And he's about to draw so many cards, right? So yeah, why don't we go for it? We'll target the Misty Mountain. That represents the most damage. Okay, so they will sacrifice it in response. That's why I can't really kill Tom, Bert, and William. Or I guess I could, but it still has the effect. Oh, and he will exile another creature with Great Goblin. So he is seeing a lot of their deck. I'm basically just praying they brick Misty Mountain. I can live with, I think. Okay. Now we're just praying. So, win condition. Old Thrush and Dwarven Provisioner need to survive. Otherwise, I lose. Misty Mountain Raider comes down. 4 mana left. as of now, I'm still okay. Visit the gain life card. Okay, so they have another pine cone. That might be it. We can block this guy, fine. We will get another card. Okay, another land. Maybe it. Okay, fuck. Maybe it should have been the Tom Byrne William, because if it was Tom Byrne William, then they wouldn't have been able to dig. They would have had to sacrifice the stuff themselves. Let's just attack out. We're out of options. I'm just trying to figure out, did I play that line right? That's the one I'm like regretting the most. Weirdly, they're giving me an out blocking like this. That's the weirdest block. I guess he was scared of stuff in my hand, but that's a block that gives me the slightest amount of hope. We still have 2 mana, of course, so... Okay, discarding a card. Guess they sacrifice. Okay. Get another land. 6 cards left. Yeah, I'll show that. That was just a land. Or maybe using 2 mana wouldn't have been so bad. Okay, this might be a decking angle, which is crazy. Another Great Goblin. Yeah, that's why they didn't sacrifice the other one for sure then. Do I run... Okay. Dang. Okay, yeah, I'm just wondering if I killed Tom Burton William. If this game... Oh, I die on any amass now. Presumably they have it. But yeah, killing the Tom Burton William then means they couldn't have been able to dig, so it's impossible to know if they had the pine cone in their hand already or not. And then... Okay, so basically, if that dies, I lose. Oh, I no longer lose. I guess... Let's just equip there, and then we pass, because got nothing left. Drawing like Bofer or just any of my dwarves would be amazing at this point. I just really want them to make a mistake at this point. Okay, I think that's game. Yeah, damn. Okay, well, we gave it a good shot. I'm gonna have to see if the kill onto the raiders was a mistake, because I'm just wondering if I should have killed, because then they would have seen less of their deck. But yeah, the Tom, Bert, and William was really rough. Yeah, hopefully we can keep it up. But yeah, I'm just trying to think, like, if I killed it more cleanly, if I'd killed that, what would have happened? Because I was really low, and maybe the amass would have got me. So yeah, well, GG to this, and let's see if we can finish strong. Okay, that's awkward but keepable, I think. Hope they will make my game easy, please. Or just keep and brick. Okay, they mulled. Mulligan, mulligan, mulligan. Please. Okay. Hobbit hole. Ooh, triple ponies. At least we can play something. We may not necessarily use its ability. Yeah. Let's say bye. Rid of that, and we will start the beatdown. I don't think we don't need to cash this guy in. He will be on the offense. Go ponies. No defense. No, not looking for lands today. 3 mana. Rage. Do I go for a second? Rage? Or do I go for the second blade? Yeah, I think so. It's not ideal in this particular board state, but I think it's still better than not doing so. Okay, 4 mana. Okay, I also have, if I draw Feely, this game just, okay, that's fine. Say bye to my ponies. Serve me well. And the spare will also serve me well. I hope they don't have removal for it. They do. Unlucky. And one of my blades will die. Yeah, I think we run both of these out. Just because I think okay, one of my blades is gone. Which I can live with, of course. But at least I have, like, aerial attack now. So, Bane Ironfoot. Okay. That maybe just goes. Equip with a bent blade, please. So I can get a free attack with the Provisioner. Yeah, Dane has to go. Dane is too good. Okay, so Dane's gone. Land, I don't think we care for this land. And then we can attack Pinecone on the Velvet Wing. Okay. Then we can play the Spatula. So we're basically just hedging it all on this Dwarven Provisioner, huh? So not enough. I think we pass. And then I guess they can equip their stuff too. Ah, I hope this isn't it. Okay, Golem is not good. Or I hope they attack. Attack would be nice. I don't think they will. Now I'm really thinking, like, would I have rather had the pan or a 1/1? Oh wow, they're feeling aggressive. No. If I draw removal, we're back in the driver's seat a little bit. I would not attack. Okay. They're really teasing me. Another land. Gathering of Darkness. What do we have? The bear. Hmm. Am I willing to trade right now? Because I could Gathering of Darkness first. I thought I had the. And I get the bear. So they're gonna golem me. You know, I think I will offer the trade here first. Two red. I don't think. Okay. I go for the trade. Do I play this land or not? I can play it, just in case it matters. So next turn it's gathering into the bear, and then we'll grab the bear, and then we'll start equipping the 4/4 we got. Okay, column comes down. Is he just gonna give it a knife? Okay. A lot of knives going around. Let's get the large bear. And then we can... Let's just equip this guy. I feel like they have nothing good in their hand, given how much mana they've been spending, like, just equipping and stuff. Late mail. Great ugly again. Assume the last mana is going to go into another equip. Yeah, what is this? Just +1/+0, right? So if I move everything to the bear, this is plus, so it becomes 7. So both creatures would be required to block to kill it. Which I think is good enough. Yeah. Okay, so now the big question is, do I attack with both? He will take 1 damage with this double block, and if I attack with the other guy, and he, like, just takes the damage, maybe that's just, like, not enough. He only has exactly enough mana to play the great ugly looking goblin. Obviously I have no cards in my hand. So okay, let's use all my time here, because like I have it. May as well use it, right? So if I attack here and he just he kills my 3/3 and takes 8, goes down to 2. The next turn he has enough to block everything. So, like if he plays the Great Ugly Looking Goblin. So I think I just have to do this. And then my goblin army will be bigger than his Great Ugly Looking Goblin if that's what they choose to play. Okay. Naturally, we're praying a bit that he doesn't draw removal. He cannot cast Great Ugly and equip anything this turn, I believe. So... okay, that sucks. That means this game is basically over. We're just going to have to take whatever removal he has. Wow, Pinecone. Okay. We passed there. This is the end of the run. Unlucky. But yeah, at least we gave it a good shot. I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll find something, right? Gnashing of Teeth. Yeah, well, he's tapped out. Now it's just top deck wars, right? Like, we can both make any creature we have kind of strong. I think we both just have lands, right? Noisemaker. At this point in the game, maybe not the most devastating thing, and more just about having something at all. Give me Feely. Okay, well, yeah, we've drawn a lot of lands, and let's just see what happens. We have a couple turns we can survive for. Is he gonna destroy his own Noisemaker? Yeah, I guess that will make a 6/6 and he'll draw. He should have attacked first, though. Okay, so we can be thankful for the mistake, at least. If that was what they were considering. Just give me Feely. Oh, no. Yeah. That's probably it. I mean, if we get Feely, we can clean up a little bit, but they're drawing stuff, we're not drawing stuff. Anything would have sufficed. And yeah, just not getting the breaks this game, unfortunately. Just wonder if there's a way to play it around that Pinecone strike. Are you 3 lands in a row? Sometimes it's really hard to play this game. Yeah, well, Feely probably won't save me now. If Feely comes out now, that will be very upsetting. Presumably when they've got enough stuff to win. I mean, yeah, we can use it. Won't matter, because they can just move everything to the Azog, or his Warg Tactics, so... that sucks. Okay, well, I'd resign myself on this game, but the other game, I think I made a mistake. This game, if there was a mistake, it was much less clear. Yeah, there's no chance they just don't take me out here. You turn on full control to make them think I can actually do something. Yeah, I'm glad they even messed up with the Azog. They didn't attack and then sacrifice. I think they realized after. Oh well, sometimes it just goes that way. Yep. No responses. Wondering if I was too aggressive on the celebrate on the Dane. But now my biggest regret in this game, at least, is did I need the 1/1 over the spatula just to have the body? Obviously, I didn't realize I would brick so much, but yeah. Well, this was a big shame. I felt like this deck really had potential. And yeah, unfortunately, one game I think I made a mistake. The other, yeah, just really unlucky break at the end. But yeah, hopefully we can get one more box. But yeah, that's it for this one.